The cattle industry mainly produced beef, but also had other products like leather, milk, and gelatin. These cattle were found mainly in grassy plains of Latin America, like Argentina, Uruguay, Bolivia, Chile, and Brazil. Anywhere with the suitable landscape that were like plains and grassy areas.
Deforestation, particularly like in the regions like the Amazon rainforest and for the cattle ranching, and not only leads to the loss of biodiverse ecosystems, but it also reduces the capacity of the forest, sequesters carbon dioxide, contributing to climate changes. Soil like degradation due to overgrazing and the result in exertion loss to soil fertility, it really had a lot of effects on the land and the production for cattle. And like the fertilizers that they had needed produced for the cattle and the animal waste from the cattle, farming operations, harms aquatic ecosystem and compressed water could also harm the quality for both human consumption and other uses.
The cattle industry had significant impact on the local economy and provided employment opportunities such as vaqueros or cowboys who managed the herds of cattle, as well as workers in related industries such as meat packing and transportation. The sales of cattle and beef contributed to regional and national economies, providing revenue through exports and domestic consumption.
And the cattle financial industry can be a lucrative and for the stakeholders when the demand is high. Production is efficient and the market conditions are favorable. Profits are influenced by factors such as and consumer preferences, global economic condition, government subsidies, and the trade policy. Conversely, financial losses can occur due to disease outbreaks affecting the livestock, sudden shifts in the market's demand, and poor production of cattle in the industry.
The cattle industry often created the development of infrastructure such as roads and railways to facilitate the transportation of cattle to markets, further creating economic growth in the region and boosting more the economy.
And another thing that are products like and that are distributed globally all around the world to meet various consumers and demands. While domestic consumption is insignificant in the major production countries, international trade plays a crucial role in balancing the supply and demand in the cattle production. Major exporting countries like the United States, Brazil, Australia, they supply beef to countries all around the world. Those are like the highest places where like cattle are produced and they have the best quality.
Cattle ranchers and landowners, often owners of large haciendas, were primarily responsible for the distribution of cattle. They would either sell cattle directly to local markets or participate in cattle drives to transport them to larger urban centers like Buenos Aires and Rio de Janeiro. The ones who profited the most out of the cattle industry were wealthy landowners who owned vast expanses of land and controlled the production and sale of cattle. These landowners generated significant wealth and power through their control of the cattle trade.